Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a makeup for masks tutorial. This could be for makeup for masks. Say if you're going on the tube to work and then you're going to take your mask off at work. Using on me a Tom Ford primer. This is actually an illuminating primer. You can see it's giving me a bit of a glow. So I'm putting it on the outsides of my face where I want more glow and I want my makeup to last longer. And then I'm actually going to use a second primer. If you have oilier skin, just use the one primer, which is a mattifying primer. And that I'm going to focus on the area where my mask is going to be. Today I'm using a collection foundation, which is a new one for me. I just wanted to try it. I'd recommend try and put less in the areas where the mask is going to be and focus more kind of around under the eyes, the cheeks, the nose. And then, you know, from here, try not to put too much because the more you put, the more there is to rub off, basically. I'm just going to press in to my skin and kind of assuring that anything that's kind of extra is going to come off on my fingers or going to be pressed in so that it's not as quick to rub off into the mask. For concealer, I'm using Collection again. I'm going to use that under my eyes. Studio Finish Full Coverage Concealer from MAC. Anywhere I might need it on blemishes. Pushing that in again if it's in the area where the mask is going to be. Try and kind of push it into the skin, don't let it sit on top. Okay, so next I'm going to powder. Powder makes makeup stay on longer. So in this area where my mask is going to be, I'm going to pack on a bit of powder. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury and across the nose as well. And I am going to put some under my eyes because I find if I've got the mask on and I'm breathing, this area gets a bit sweaty as well. So let's go on to eyes. Obviously the eyes are going to be the focus of the look because for most of the time we're going to be wearing our mask and that's the only thing that's going to be showing. So what I thought we'd do today is a wing liner and kind of soften it on the bottom line. I'm going to use the Glossier liquid liner and I'm using a pen liner, keeping my pen vertical like this. I don't want it to be pointing forward as if I was writing because then it would be too wobbly. This way I'm going to get a nice smooth line and I'm going to have much more control. So I'm pushing my pen against my eye and I'm pulling back like that. I want to do my wing. So I'm going to take my pen and I'm going to turn my hand round, which feels a bit odd, but imagine you've got it like you're normally writing. Just turn it round. Find the point which you want to go to. So say if I'm looking forwards, I want to go to about here. I'm making a mark, then I'm finding that point and I'm going back towards my line I've already drawn. I'm going to close my eye and I'm going to even that out. One tip I'd also add is try when you're drawing it on, try not to do tiny little motions like this. I see a lot of people when I'm doing my lessons tend to go like this and they're scared, so they're going ooh, 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 and then we get a jagged line. Do one long sweep as much as possible. This will be really nice when we've got our mask on because it will really lift our whole face. I'm going to put a bit of Teddy eyeliner underneath now. Next I'm going to take a neutral brown shadow on my dense brush and I'm going to buff that under the eye. I'm going to put some of this highlighting colour in the inner corner of my eye just to brighten it. I'm going to use a concealer to outline my brows just to make them more defined. I've got a full coverage concealer, which is my Studio Finish concealer, on a flattish brush. You can see how flat that is. And I'm using the flat edge to define the area around my brow. Nice and sharp to the line I've created with my brow pencil. Once I've got the edge, I use my finger to kind of blend it down into the rest of the skin. I've curled my lashes and added my mascara, and I'm going to put a tiny bit of highlighter on as well. I've already got a bit of glow in my skin from my primer that I used, so I'm going to kind of hit the same points that the light's hitting. If I was wearing my mask, this part would show and this part would show, so I'm going to do those same places. Under the brow line in a C. And at this point I'd stop. So I'm not going to put any lip on. I'll add that after I've come out the cab or off the tube. and have it for the day. If I put it on now, obviously it will just rub on the mask. This is the final look, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. I've added a lip, which is the Tom Ford Addison lipstick, and obviously, like I said, you'd add it after you've taken your mask off for the day.